How's it going, everyone? We are back with this week's skin preview of the new skins, and this week it's going to be a bit of a short video because there's only about 12 skins, so that's actually quite a bit less than there usually is. It doesn't even go to a second page in the store this week. Now, some of the skins this week are actually quite different from what you would usually expect, starting with this sheet metal door. The scrap door is from Vitalik, and it is the puzzle door version 2, and it is just really different looking. I mean, not something I would have expected to see in Rust, but it's definitely a welcome little change. Next up, also this week from Vitalik, we've got the Furious Raider riot helmet, and there's just so many really cool looking visors. These Raider helmets, there's just so many cool ones, but they're just really not that good for anything. I wish that the riot armor, I wish there was a whole set of riot armor to go with it, but basically, yeah, at least they're cheaper to make now, so hopefully we'll see a few more of these around, especially with all the cool skins that really exist for it. Next up, we've got the Raider hatchet from Decenrad, and it is a cool little detailed hatchet, as you'll see here. It's got a neat little skull on it. Altogether, it's kind of torn up and put together. I don't know if I would trust hitting too many things with this. It kind of looks like it's ready to fly back apart. But we'll go ahead and take a look at it here in the first of persons. As you can see, it is just a neat little hatchet. I love the way it looks, and it's really well done. Also, nice to see a different name up there as well. Now, you also notice that I have the sensor back on. Sorry if that ruins certain things like pants being shown, but YouTube is being very weird about it again, and about 70% of my Rust videos got flagged for not being able to have advertisements put in them. So we're going to go back to the censor, and I guess we're going to try not to cuss, because I don't know what else could be doing it. I feel like myself, I don't really cuss that much, so... And they're also saying it's not really a nudity thing, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but that's why the sensor's back. It's probably here to stay as well. This week from Mishka, we've got the barricaded wooden door version 2, and this thing is just really nice. I love the little detail to it. It's got the barricades over it, and it looks really nice. And oh, there we go. If you can see from the outer side or the front side of the door, it just says go away, just get out of here. It looks like it was taken off of somebody's farmhouse front door or something, and just a little bit reinforced and slapped on there. I love the look of it. This is definitely one I picked up this week. This week from Tony, we've got the METALHUNTER set, starting with the METALHUNTER pants, and you can see it just kind of has, like, I guess, by metal, I think he means music-wise. Not like someone just, you know, going out to get metal ore. I think it's kind of got a metal vibe to it, so I don't know if it's that metal in my opinion, but they're definitely cool looking. So there's lots of people out here that love this kind of stuff, and I think it will do well. Going right alongside it, you've got the METALHUNTER hoodie, and it looks very orange in the thumbnail, but it's actually a nice kind of tan leathery color in game, and it is quite nice looking. And again, this set is a neat little set. I can't wait to see. There's a lot of armor sets, especially road signs, that actually go really well with it. So I'm gonna be excited to see how people use these in game. Now, there's no gloves, but the set does come with some cross boots, as he's putting it. And you can see they're not super detailed, but they definitely go along with the look. And yeah, it's completes the set pretty much so far. So I hope to see maybe road sign or maybe glove set that goes with it next week. We'll just have to keep our eyes out and see what happens. Now, I know everyone's hating on the fact that there's a P2 and an AK every week, and that we all want new things to skin. I know, guys, I'm right there with you, but of course, every week we do have a new AK. And this one is actually really badass looking. There goes me trying not to cuss. You've got this guy with glowing eyes riding across the back of a horse and just about to slay all sorts of people. There's like a skeleton melting or something. I'm not entirely sure what's all going on here, but Fred the dog definitely made a really awesome looking skin here. You can see it quite well while holding it. When zooming in, you've got a little bit of detail going on as well, and it's just a really cool looking AK. And I've been liking the blues and purples, kind of different from all the reds and yellows we're used to, but hopefully we don't oversaturate with these as well. It'd be nice to see maybe a little more greens. I don't know. What kind of colors would you guys like to see that you feel there isn't enough of when it comes to gun skins? Speaking of color, Bad Trip here definitely brought us all sorts of color. There's the wild tiger version of the MP5, and this thing has a really cool design on the magazine there, and it is so bright. It is like caution tape threw up, and then the stock has tiger print, and this thing is just really bright. If you're into the bright and flashy, though, this one's right up your alley, and with the recent changes to the MP5, it is definitely something you'll be seeing out there a lot more. Next up, we've got the Elder's Metal Face Mask, and there was a post on Reddit saying that a lot of the face masks really look the same, and they kind of pulled together a lot of kind of Doom-ish skull-looking masks, and this one is another Doom-style skull mask kind of thing, and I'm a little disappointed to see that we've gotten so many similar skins in the past, you know, close releases here. It is really neat looking, so like I don't want to discredit it for the fact that it looks cool. It's also from a name you don't really see often, but man, we need something a little bit different. I know things are starting to get stale, and I'm not sure if it's just that a certain way designs are just being popular, or if it really is just the fact of the lack of new skinnable items. Now, here's the Hell Roaster Bucket, and this is just making me hope that they really do increase the longevity of the early game of Rust when they fully implement the workbenches and so forth, because I just really want to see bucket helmets again. And I know that's probably because my clan is the Bucket Brigade, and there's no reason for us to wear buckets anymore, so hopefully we can live up to that name for a little bit, because there really are some cool looking bucket skins out there. And, like I said, we can't finish the week without a P2 skin. Now, which I failed to mention in my Rust update video, the P2 itself has actually had a change to it, an 80% drop in the aim cone with a now learnable recoil pattern, alongside some of the other guns like the LR, the Mp5 last week, as well as the AK and the... yeah, what was it? The AK and the P2, I guess, this week? I feel like it was a third gun and I'm just messing it up. But anyways, that's a separate thing. This skin has been sitting around for quite a while. It has been very much so upvoted, and it's very awesome, so I'm happy to see it in-game. Again, with the P2s, sadly, when you're holding the gun yourself, you can't really see much, and they've let the iron sights view stay quite boring with just a little splash of red on there. So, you know, that's something that needs to be worked on a bit. A little sad to see that you can't see this really sweet design. But again, kind of like, it seems like the majority of you guys agreed with me that a lot of times you buy guns to show off to other people and not to just see it yourself. So, hey, that might not really end it there. But as always, guys, that's the end. Like I said, this week is actually a little bit shorter on how many skins there were. There's usually a good 5 to 6 more. But, hey, you take what you got. Hopefully things aren't getting too stale, and you saw a few things that you like to pick up this week. Go ahead and sound off down in the comments below. Let me know which skins you picked up this week, or if you didn't, why you didn't. That way I can give some feedback to the creators, and I know a lot of the skin people, so I can toss a little ideas their way if you'd like to have that happen. Please go ahead and sub if you're new and want to see more of these, and we'll see you next week with the new skins then. Thanks for watching.